this is 3 and this is 4. So rotation is which way? This is clockwise way. H is not in bottommost position. So this becomes S configuration. Decarboxylation occurs. Decarboxylation occurs and makes aldehyde. Important, Roof's degradation. Okay. Note this. Hello guys and girls, a warm welcome to our platform Dream Academia, and today I'm back with a brand new crash course on optical isomerism. So the first lecture I will be covering the RS nomenclature, RS configuration, and at this point of time I can clearly say that your preparations are going very well. You are solving this book or that book, whatever study materials you are getting, you are putting best effort in it. But you must be careful that you should not neglect NCERT. NCERT is the Bible of chemistry. By any means, you shouldn't be neglecting that. So today now I will be teaching you a topic that is not in NCERT, that is not included in details in our NCERT. But this portion covers a very important part of WBJ or any other competitive exams that you are preparing yourself for. So without wasting too much time, I'll begin with today's lecture. So as you will know that what is RS? R is basically rectus, and S is sinister. This rectus denotes clockwise rotation. And this sinister denotes anti-clockwise rotation. Now what are these basically? I'll be explaining you this with an example. For example, if you were given with this compound, note very carefully. First of all, we will compare the atomic masses of the compound that is attached to this central carbon. What are the compounds attached to the central carbon? This carbon atom, and this oxygen atom, and this hydrogen atom. Now since these two carbon atoms are same, now we'll consider the ghost atoms. What are the ghost atoms? This is the ghost atom. This is the ghost atom. The ghost atom attached is O and H, whereas the ghost atom attached here is O and H. So which compound has more atomic mass? This one has more atomic mass or this one? Obviously this one. So as far as numbering is concerned, we'll begin it from here because oxygen has more mass number than carbon. So number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, and this is number 4. Very important concept. Since the lowest priority group in vertically downward position, configuration remains unaltered. I am teaching you the easiest concept, okay? Remains same. Now if I consider the rotation here, it will be going like this. So this is anti-clockwise rotation, and as we all know that anti-clockwise rotation means S configuration and clockwise rotation means R configuration. So this will become S configuration and no change will occur in the configuration since this lowest priority group is in vertically downward position. Now if I do अगर कहानियां में थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट आ जाए, कहानी में थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट आ गया कि OH और H का पोजीशन मैंने इंटरचेंज करके आपको दे दिया. So what will happen now? If you get this compound, again if you do numbering like this, you will do 1, 2, 3 and 4, and considering the rotation, it will occur like this. So again here it is anti-clockwise rotation, but here since the lowest priority group, I mean this hydrogen group, I mean the group with lowest atomic mass, not in vertically downward position. So configuration changes. And so here instead of S it will become R, even though it is anti-clockwise rotation. So this becomes R. So if I summarize you this concept that Anti-clockwise plus lowest priority group in vertically downward position. Configuration is always S. Configuration is always S. Okay. Anti-clockwise plus not in vertically downward position. Configuration becomes R. Clockwise plus lowest in vertically downward position. Priority group in vertical downward position. Configuration remains R because clockwise means R when lowest priority group when lowest priority group is in vertically downward position. And if you know the not equation plus clockwise, it becomes S. So based on this, we will now be applying the concept that I just now taught you. So if I give you this example that carbon CH3 OH hydrogen and here it is deuterium. Now as you have learned in the hydrogen chapter, of course we will be bringing the crash course on hydrogen chapter that will be done by inorganic chemistry teacher and mentor I mean. Okay, so which has the most mass number among hydrogen and deuterium? Of course it's deuterium. So this numbering will go like this: 1, 2, 3 and 4. As we can see here that it is in clockwise direction, but this lowest priority group is not in vertical downward position. So from R it changes to S and final configuration becomes S. Uh, if this compound is given bromine, iodine, chlorine and hydrogen. Now I hope you remember the mass number. You have already studied it in the periodic table chapter. So what will be the mass number? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what will become the rotation? The rotation becomes this direction, I mean anti-clockwise direction. This is not in the lowest position, so this becomes what configuration? This becomes R. Actually anti-clockwise means S, but it will change from R. It will change to R. Okay, so now a different concept. डिफरेंट कंसेप्ट मतलब कहानी में ट्विस्ट ट्विस्ट कमरी ठीक है चलो ध्यान दो CCH3 if this compound is given what will you do the first and foremost rule is you can try it out and write by yourself but I will tell you the concept what will we do this so if saturation is present we imagine this as carbon okay जितना सैचुरेशन उतना कार्बन समझा जितना सैचुरेशन उतना कार्बन अटैच है मतलब हर कार्बन के साथ तीनों कार्बन अटैच होगा क्योंकि यहाँ पर ट्रिपल बॉन्ड दिया ठीक है so what is now if we go here that C2H2 C2H5 CH3 and CH3 okay so what will which group will have the most mass number of course you can see that this group because this group is equivalent to this one so of course this group becomes the most mass number after this one finally and this becomes the lowest priority so if I arrange it this way how will it become 1 now remember one thing that the lowest priority group fades away from us okay fades away from us and whenever we consider the rotation we will go this way 1 2 and 3 and this is basically clockwise direction so it will be R but since lowest priority group is not in vertical downward position this configuration changes to S final configuration becomes S another example CCHO SO3H COOH and SH Similarly, what will you have to do here? You will apply the ghost concept because sulfur has more atomic number. So, first or second will occur from these two positions only. Now, if you consider the ghost concept as 3H, so 1, 2, after that 3, lastly 4. So this becomes again this way, similar as this one, and so it will again be S. Okay, so now if I come to this type of compounds where we have two carbon attached to each other. Okay, this type of carbon, I mean two chiral center problems. Till this much we have denoted till one chiral center. Now you are coming to two chiral center problems. So in these two chiral center problems, what will we see? Okay, as you know that these two becomes the chiral center. I hope I will not have to explain this to you again, because this group, and because this group one time explain I only this group and this group are different. So this center becomes a chiral one. Similarly, same for this one. Now, what will you consider now? If I tell you about this configuration, what will you do? Similar concept. Okay, similar concept. Consider the groups attached to the carbon. This becomes more mass number as oxygen attached. Now if we come to this group, obviously this will have more mass number, because with this carbon we have OH, CH2OH and H. Adding up their mass number, it will obviously exceed COH. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And the rotation occurs like this way. 1, 2, 3. So it will go like this way, like this way. So what configuration it becomes? It becomes clockwise. And since the lowest priority group H is not in particular dominant position, so it will become S. Change from R to S. Now if you consider this one, so this has become already S. This becomes, what will be this configuration is OH. Similar this way, okay. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1, 2 and 3. So this rotation goes like this way. Again this is R, because clockwise direction. Now lowest priority group hydrogen is not in bottommost position, so this again become S. So both nomenclature here becomes S configuration. Okay. Now if I give you another, you will be studying this type of compounds in biomolecules chapter. Okay, in biomolecules chapter. And in the next lecture I will deal with meso compounds, diastereomers. What are these? Okay. So if I give you another example like this, pay attention to this problem, because here as you can see that here we have 4 chiral center. Okay, 4 chiral center, और अब मैं आपको इसका नेमिंग भी बता दूंगा. ठीक है, मैं आपको इसका नेमिंग भी बता दूंगा. तो अगर आपको ना इस पहला कंपाउंड का नेमिंग बताओ, ठीक है, if I tell about this naming, it will begin from here. As we all know, carboxylic acid start with always. I have taught you in nomenclature. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this naming becomes 2s, 3s. This is the way how will you name the compound. Now if I talk about this compound, that how will you name this? This big compound this big compound will become 2, this is 1, this is 3 and this is 4. So rotation is which way? This is clockwise way. H is not in bottommost position, so this becomes S configuration. Okay. Similarly, if you do for this compound, okay, if you do for this compound, you will get S. Okay, you will be getting S nomenclature. Okay. क्योंकि S क्यों होगा, तो आप देख ही सकते हो कि यहाँ पर 1 होगा, उसके बाद यह 2 हो जाएगा, बॉटम वाला 2 हो जाएगा, उसके बाद 3 हो जाएगा, उसके बाद सेम तरह के ही हो रहा है. ठीक है, अगर मैं इसके बात करूँ ना, if you talk about this one, if I talk about this one, So here the naming will start from S. Okay. If I simplify the compound, there is a B group present, there is a B group present, and there is CH3. So it will start from here. Then which group will get more priority? In this group we have carbon attached with carbon, nitrogen and carbon. But in this group we have carbon attached with carbon, CHO, OH, H and OH. So of course this group will get more priority. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, I hope you got this concept. This will go like this way. आपको समझ है तो कि ये ऊपर वाला क्यों प्रायोरिटी मिल रहा है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर O है, यहाँ पर CHO है और साथ ही मतलब इस बड़ा ग्रुप जो आ रहा है ना, इसका मॉलिक्यूलर मास इज मोर देन दिस लोअर ग्रुप. आप इसको देख ही सकते हो क्योंकि ऊपर में 2 ऑक्सीजन है और नीचे में सिर्फ एक ऑक्सीजन है. So if you do this way, so you'll be getting anti-clockwise rotation, which means S, but lowest priority of CH3 is not in vertical position, so this becomes R. So this becomes R. And similarly this way, the bottom one will also become R. You do this yourself. 1, 2, 3 or 4. ऐसे rotation होगा. 4 not in position. So S changes to R. So how will you write this configuration? It will begin from here. 1, this one is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 this way. So this becomes 2s, 3s, 4r, 5r. This becomes the nomenclature. So now we'll be solving this question and the question is you have to find the configuration of this compound. And this has already come in JEE Advanced. Okay, this is a JEE Advanced problem and it has high probability of coming in WBJEE also because this question is basically very easy one. So you will get to know how much easy this question is, because once I start solving, you will get to know this a very easy one. Okay. So coming to solution of this question. What does BrH2 do? Br2H2O. This is basically oxidizing agent. Okay, this is basically an oxidizing agent. And what will it convert? This will convert CHO to COOH group. You can call this a mild oxidizing agent because OH groups are not converted. So this becomes compound A. Now if we do H2O2 and Fe3 plus here, okay, H2O2 and Fe3 plus here, what is this reaction name? This is basically a naming reaction of Roof's degradation. You will learn this in biomolecules. And now what happens, this is basically a step down process because here one carbon is lost. Okay, one carbon is lost. Basically this group is lost and CHO comes in this place. और ये क्रैश कोर्स चल रहा है, मैं इसलिए इसका मैकेनिज्म नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है. तो आप जस्ट नोट कर लो कि इसमें क्या होता है. This always decarboxylation occurs. Decarboxylation occurs and makes aldehyde. Important, Roof's degradation. Okay, note this. So this is compound number B, and what is KCN and NH4Cl. Do you know what this reaction is called? Now the next is addition of KCN. What happens when you add KCN to this compound? I'll be doing mechanism for this, okay, because it's important. OH, H, and OH. So what will happen here? This, as you know that here the attack will occur from the carbon side because KCN is given here. Okay, अगर इसमें AgCN होते तो वो ज़्यादा polarizing बन जाते और attack would have occurred from the inside. But KCN as you know is an ionic compound, so this goes here and this carbon attacks here. Okay, क्योंकि यहाँ पर डेल पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, ठीक है, और K प्लस और इसके ऊपर डेल माइनस हो जाएगा. And so what will we get this compound? COH actually we will get here minus, okay, and the next step when decarboxylation when hydrolysis occurs, O minus CN H COH H and OH. Now when this compound is subjected to hydrolysis, I mean addition of H plus, or this is compound C, okay. When addition of H plus occurs here, I hope you have all read it in nitrogen containing compounds or carboxylic acids that CN when subjected to hydrolysis converts to COOH. Okay, so simultaneously this becomes COOH H and CH2OH. So this is the final compound D. This is the final compound D. Now we are asked to write about the configuration of this compound. So first of all, we will identify how many chiral centers are here. So this one is a chiral center. This one is a chiral center, but this is not a chiral center because we have two hydrogen attached to it. Two groups same can't be a chiral center. Okay, so if I tell you about the configuration, so it will start from here. Now what about this? This carbon has OOH, this carbon has OH, CH2OH and H. So obviously the bottom one will become have more atomic mass. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this becomes clockwise, so this will be R, but as is hydrogen is in but not vertically downward position, so this becomes S. And similarly, if you talk about this group, if you do it by yourself, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3. So this becomes like this way, anti-clockwise, this becomes anti-clockwise. But again, same case, this will become R because hydrogen is not in position. So if I tell you to write the configuration, so you will be provided options, but I am not giving options here. So you write here 1, 2. So the correct option that becomes is 2s, 3r. The option that has this one, you will take that option. Okay. So this is the basic method of problem solving. If you are giving optical isomerism questions, you will be solving it this way. I hope your concept is clear. And this type of question, the last question, we will do more in biomolecules chapter. I will be teaching you this one. Quite an important chapter, quite scoring one. Because if you are aware of this type of mechanism, you will be solving this question easily. Okay. ठीक है, तो चलो आज के लिए इतना तक, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.